So for the second one, I'm inviting my co-chair, Professor Nguyen Phan Tan. We'll talk about 3D OCT confirmed distal-cell recrossing in coronary bifurcation PCI, why it matters. Please, Professor Tan.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for your introduction from Chairman. And today I want to share my topic talking about 3D OCT confirmed digital cell reproxing in coronary bifurcation BCI. What is matter? I have no complete closure. As we know, core BCI technique in the coronary bifurcation, navigation, wiring, stenting challenges, and this problem very important. Usually, the provisional stenting begin with main vessel stenting and stent side front only if needed. So, OCT is residing coronary imaging, because OCT have the high resolution imaging of vessel walls and the block visualization, then stent assessment and complication assessment after stenting. So now bifurcation BCI with BS as original stenting is the current default strategy with last one recommendations and optimize crucial center around balls and the final kissing balloon inflation. The primary challenge is the artery optimal geometry at the side front in RTO. And the pre-proxing into the gel side front is the mandatory before final kissing balloon. And optimal wiring proxin pro the most distal cells relative to the neocardia. And the suboptimal wiring proxin the proximal cell related to the cell distortion and the high meta burden. And it's a real problem with after the stenting in the main front. And the clinical part of the these cells of reproxing the BCI improve access and efficient dilatation of the side front, enhance stent expansion and optimal apposition confirmed by 3D OCT, and the reduce fresh of side front resonance and stent thrombosis and prevention of stent deformation and neocardiac replacement. And presents this picture across the sharing configuration, reproxing position and 3D bifurcation tab. Problem is we definitely are three of the most lean-free canina configuration on the end distal. Processing at the very important because in the distal we have the lean-free or not lean-free. And the key five from the Akamura S also. In coronary bifurcation BCI, the guide wide reprocessing the side, a critical influence stand a position after kissing balloon. And the 3D OCT guidance significant improve distal reprocessing press more than 99%. Versus 74% with 3D OCT and lint-free little statutory, lint-free and little reproxing a little the marketable lower instant restenosis 7% and so versus support of 70% and definition classification optimal pre-wiring font in the trail side front. Very important. Be optimal pre by 3D OCTs with distal. Very important for usually in the main front stenting. Usually we use a main front stenting accepts the cake cross. Most of the techniques we use redox and the distal. And the key cake cross we have the proximal. So now OCT is a pre-process provides unambiguous, visible, and wide cost relative to the neocardia. And then definition of the optimal wide stiff traveling the shell for this away from the carina. And 3D OCT eliminates uncertain and allows of procedure correction. And OCT guide have as advantage enhanced procedure success, which we use ANSO guidance optimal providing we get about 50 to 60%, but if you 3D OCT guiding, maybe optimal wiring around 90 to 100%. It's very important for little BCI bifurcation. So now OCT guide bifurcation BCI flow charts. Besides OCT signing the little main print, both stand POT, jet main print, mention a position, and pre-processing little conform position with OCT. Final kissing balloon, final pork, very final stand, a position and as integrity. So this is a project so we can perform after we stand in the side front and the main front after we. And the guidelines ESC 2024 and the EBC confirm that strong recommend to using the imaging IVI in the BC complete BC, especially in the bifurcation. And the EBC consensus implicitly endorse OCT to access Y position for optimal recrossing. I want to show my case. It's a 70-year-old female admitted with onset in China. So history, hypertension, DLB, and diabetes. She showed the lesion as a so picture in the right and in the left side, maybe a lesion in the arterial cells and the long lesion from the mid LAD to the arterial LAD, maybe a clapment. So we use the OCT, we confirm the lesion. And we have the OCT from the left main to LAD. We confirm that to very severe lesion and heavy calcified from the mid and the severe in the arterial left main, LAD and involved to the left main. So when we have the OCT results, we plan PCI we stand in the with nano cross technique in the left main to LDD and the source. After first we pork and we pre-proxy to the source. So we want to define exactly in the little left main to the source. So we after pre-wise first, so we use the OCT so we confirm that in 3D. The results are very important. We look at here. So the Y is pre-plot to the third in the little bifurcation. So we definitely every is okay. So we continue to be the eye with very simple with the replot of the balloons and the after final kissing balloons, and we use everything is okay. And after that, we perform OCT again. We confirm that, and the audio source of it are very open. So and we also show everything is okay. Upload in the LD left main to LD and left main to the source of telemetry. And 3D OCT provide precise confirms based on the little shells, pre-proxy approach both the provisional and stored stand bifurcation beside trajectory. And little shell pre-proxy answer optimal stand dimension, geometry, and position. And in contemporary bifurcation BCI, 3D OCT guidance is not a refinement. It's an evidence-based refinement for procedure, excellent and durable clinical success. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Professor Tan. Very interesting how OCT can guide you to put your wire to recrossing. So is there any comment from the panelists? Please.
Yeah. Thank you for your presentation. Actually, I really love the OCT guided PCI.
Yes.
So it's in the past is I love the 3D wiring to the side branch. Is after rewiring is I pull back the OCT. Okay, this is the distal wiring or proximal wiring. But now is that I do not this 3D OCT rewiring because it's absolute. There is no data for the clinical comparison of the clinical outcome, and which is the better is the distal cell rewiring of the proximal cell and the rewiring. And is the rewiring, we have to think about this. There is no 2D, as there is no just the distal and the proximal cell. In the upfront, upward is the proximal cell, and the downward is proximal cell, and upward is the distal cell, and the downward is distal cell. So I think it's priorities. We need more data. Why we need distal cell rewiring? Yeah, that is just my comment.
Yes, thank you for your comments. As we know now, usually provisional stand or pro stand or some technique for the left main digital BCI or the bifurcation. So the steps of the decay cross, proximal in the main front. Most of technique, another technique with the digital. So in the 3D OCT, we can define exactly in the digital or proximal after pre-proxy after side front or the main front. Up to now, we have no RCT to confirm that. We have it's more data. So maybe I think in the future we have new data or new RCT confirm about the 3D OCT in the digital. Okay.
And this one more thing is in terms of the two stenting technique. In the expert suggest that is when we perform the DK crush or is the mini crush, is it is the distal is a mid cell rewiring is the better is
Yeah.
Frankie's mentioned, but that era is just the angiographic guided PCI era. Yeah, but nowadays we almost always use the imaging guided PCI for the left main two stenting technique is in Vietnam and Korea as well. So I think that is the distal wiring or mid wiring is the proximal rewiring. Yeah, it is important thing.
Yes.
More important thing is that we have to do image guided PCI with two stenting well. Yeah, just my comment.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very interesting comment. So
Yeah,
thank you, Professor Prof. Sorry, is there any? Professor Hong,
actually,
please.
your presentation is very, very excellent. What I mean is distal wiring is a very good selection for the presenter is the nowadays the rewiring the mid portion is the problem. Why? In the mid portion, the strut was the expanded in the carina, but it is not to attach to the carina. It means the wire to the in the carina is still overhanging. You mean in the whole crutch technique is all perfect? No, I don't think so. Some cases optimal, some cases suboptimal cases. How do we reduce the suboptimal procedure? I think distal wire is perfect,
Yes.
best one. When we do the distal wiring, all cases is perfect. No, it must be validate the OCT. What I mean in the 3D OCT and show the unfounded view. You see clearly that how much strength was the crossover, the side branch asked you. His presentation very excellently showed that what we did, the two-step technique, especially in the bifurcation reason. I really enjoy your presentation.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
Professor
you very
Hong.
much.